This news is not particularly surprising, but it has been announced that Dereck Chisora has parted ways with his manager, David Haye. Now, they were together for several fights, several pay-per-view fights, actually. One of them being the Dillian Whyte rematch. Then there was the Alexander Usyk fight, which was pay-per-view. What was the other one that was pay-per-view? Parker. Was that pay-per-view as well? I'm sure that was. So, from a manager's perspective, you're trying to get your fighter the biggest fights and earn him the most money. And for David Haye to get Dereck Chisora free pay-per-view headline, fights, that's some good going. So David Haye's done a good job as far as that goes. Now, apparently, and I know all people say this, right? The majority of people say this when they part ways, but apparently it was an amicable split. But if you saw David Haye's interviews in the run-up to the Usyk fight, you could see, was it the Usyk fight or was it the Parker fight? I think it might have been the Parker fight. I forget. I think it was the Parker fight. But before that fight, David Haye was pulling his hair out, basically, the way Dereck Chisora was behaving. I think there was some type of issue with who comes to the ring first or whatever the case may be. I think that's what the dispute was about. And David Haye, in several interviews, a lot of people look at that and say, well, that's just theater from David Haye. That's just them trying to sell pay-per-views with controversy and all that kind of stuff. And with somebody like David Haye, you certainly have to consider that as a possibility. But you also have to consider the possibility that Dereck Chisora genuinely is a very difficult guy to work with. And he is going to make you pull your hair out. He is going to frustrate you. And that's the impression I genuinely got from David Haye. That it was a real difficult job managing Dereck Chisora. And, as I say, the quotes here in the Sky Sports article from the pair of them seem very amicable. They're going their separate ways. And in terms of Dereck Chisora's decision to do this, I get it, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is broke, then you need to try and fix it. You need to change something. You need to do something different. Dereck Chisora knows that. I mean, that's why he hired David Haye in the first place. He realized he had to do something different. Well, now the relationship with David Haye isn't giving him the results that he wants in the ring. Yeah, he's had pay-per-views and he's earned money, but he wants to actually be able to win these fights. So maybe Dereck Chisora feels like he needs more political clout. Maybe he feels like David Haye doesn't bring him that political clout. So when he goes into these fights, which are close, he gets the rub of the green. He gets the decision rather than the other guy getting the decision. And that's my suspicion in terms of what Dereck Chisora has decided to do here. I suspect he doesn't believe David Haye has the political clout to get him those close decisions. Yeah. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It was an interesting ride. It was a very unexpected pairing, given their beef in the past and obviously, their fight in and out of the ring. But let's see where Dereck goes from here in terms of hiring a manager, because he's had several managers over the years. I remember when he was with, well, I'm not going to go into his list of managers, but he's had several. David Haye was the latest. So let's see what he does from here. Maybe he'll be self-managed. Maybe he'll, get his mum to manage him or somebody else. Who knows? And with regards to the training situation, he's been through so many trainers, of course. Buddy McGirt trained him for was Buddy McGirt training for the Parker fight? Or was it the Usyk fight? Those fights were quite close to each other, weren't they? So I forget, it kind of all blends into one now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Dereck Chisora and David Haye parting company.